What's up, tribe? Can y'all hear me okay? Let me know if y'all can hear me. I'm in the car, and y'all know I don't like being live and driving, but I'm almost at my destination. I was trying to time it that I would get there, but traffic is horrible. So I'm almost there. I'll be pulling into the parking lot in a few minutes. So we're meeting for dinner. We're doing a family dinner tonight. As a lot of you guys know, um, my dad had surgery, so he's not going to be at dinner, but it'll be everybody else. It's my I don't like using in-laws and step brothers, step this and step that, but it's my nephew. My sister's husband has an older son. He graduated from high school today, so we're going to dinner. So I'm meeting them for dinner. And so, like I said, I'm almost at the restaurant, and then I'm early. So I knew I was going to get here early, and I said, "Well, I'm gonna be about an hour early, so let me talk to the people because I have a lot to say. I haven't talked to you guys all week. I feel like we is this my turn? It's the next turn. Okay, we haven't had like a tribe meeting, and okay, here's my turn. Yeah, we haven't had like a tribe meeting since earlier this week, and it's just been a busy, busy, busy week. So, um, let me know if y'all can still hear me. I'm pulling into the parking lot right now, and then that way I can pay attention to the comments and stuff like that. And then I'll get started. Because, like I said, I really don't like trying to drive and pay attention to the phone and looking at comments. Like, I know people do it, and God bless them. Okay. But I personally, I don't particularly like doing that while I'm driving. Um, okay, I'm not gonna pull in that parking space. Dang, this parking lot these parking spaces are kind of tight. They're a little tight. All right, I'm park right here. One good thing is the restaurant ain't full. Okay. Oh shoot, there's a debit machine right there. Okay, I'm listening, y'all. I'm gonna run over here to the ATM. You've been watching reruns and things. Hey, Cajun. So let me say hi to the people, and then I'm gonna run over here to this ATM real quick because I forgot to get this baby some money. And I was like, I'm sure he got a cash app. You know what? I'm gonna just cash app him. I know he got a cash app. I was like, I meant to buy him a graduation card, and then I was like, I meant to buy him a graduation card and stuff. So I just feel I'm like, dang, I'm just all trifling. What y'all think he want? Y'all think he want cash app, or y'all think I should run over here to the ATM? What y'all think? Hey, Xavier. What y'all think he want? What y'all think he would prefer, cash in his hand or just a cash app? And if he doesn't have a cash app, I can always just run over here to the ATM. The ATM is literally right next to the restaurant. Like it's literally right there. Cash app. Okay, I see y'all saying cash app. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Makes it easier for me. Cash on a card, so cash app. Maybe just the cash app. Okay, cool. Then I'll just cash app him. I mean, I could like I said, I meant to get him a card, and that's what I was going to put the cash in the card. But since I forgot to stop at the CVS on my way here to get a card, at this point, and I'm not running now. I'm not going to the CVS because the CVS is down the street, and like I said, traffic is crazy. So anyway, you guys, happy Friday to you all. I just want to talk about a few things before like I said, I have about maybe 30, 40 minutes depending on what time. I know my mom is gonna be on time because she is always on time. But my sister and them, we'll see what time they get here, child. But I would have been here 30 minutes ago if I hadn't. I was like, oh, I'm gonna run over here to the outlet real quick, thinking I'm gonna run. I was like, I'm gonna run to the outlet real quick and get me. I was gonna look for some sneakers for my nephew, for my younger nephew. Baby, that traffic was so bad. I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go straight to the restaurant. Had I just started and came straight to the restaurant from the beginning, I'd have been here 30 minutes ago. But anyways, whatever. So first of all, let's talk about this viral driver situation. Now, I forget the man's name. I think I was calling him Curtis the other day, but his name starts with a C, but it is not Curtis. What's the man's name? Put it in the chat. You're gonna have to timestamp because we 6 minutes in, but I'm starting now. Cajun. So yeah, 6:42. Timestamp is 6:42. So the man, like I said, I was calling him Curtis, but I know it starts with a C, but I don't think it's Curtis. Baby, come to find out, that man lied. Okay, had me down here apologizing to him, saying, "Dang, that's messed up. They didn't embarrass this man down to the internet." Cedric, that's it. His name is Cedric. Had me thinking we done embarrassed this man, had him going viral, and if y'all remember, I still said that I felt like he still shouldn't have been driving, even if he thought he was right, knowing what them charges were. Okay? Even if he thought he was right, even if he thought it was a misunderstanding that he had got the whole thing cleared up, baby, you still shouldn't have been driving. First of all, when you go to virtual court, you are supposed to treat it as a courtroom. Like I said in my original, the Cedric, the judge's name is Cedric, not Cleophas. Funky, of course, Funky called him that. Hey, Lolisa. Lolisa, you had me cracking up the other night in Pam's chat. I saw what you cashed out to her. Talk about some hashtag free my brother, hashtag he ain't do it. Baby, sometimes you just gotta laugh, honey. Sometimes you just gotta laugh. So, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, y'all saw the viral driver that went viral earlier this week for showing up to virtual court driving when the charges that he was driving on a suspended license. Well, he went on the news after the thing went viral, said he was so embarrassed that, he had gotten it cleared up 2 years ago, but because of a clerical error, it was still showing that he didn't have a valid driver's license. He said that he did admit that his license had gotten suspended because of back child support or something to that effect. But he was good. He was straight. He was good. It was just a clerical error, and he was so embarrassed. He was a deacon down at the church, and yada yada yada. Baby, I've been watching him. He is hilarious to me, Marnie. Like I said, I was following him on TikTok. So when I saw it, I didn't know if it was a new clip or old clip because I follow him on TikTok. And then when it started going viral, I said, "Oh, this is new." Okay, so I came down here. What was that, Tuesday, I think? And I said, I apologize. Even though, like I said, I still felt like you were stupid. One, for driving while you're in court. Like, you're still supposed to present yourself like you really in court. And two, if you knew what the charges were, why would you be driving? Like, to me, that was just asking for problems. Like, you could have 5 minutes earlier, you could have, got in in the passenger seat and just been sitting in the car. But the fact that you were just driving. So the judge was pissed off. The judge was mad because I guess the judge was like, what you're not going to do is lie on me and make it look like I didn't know what I was doing and I didn't do my homework. So, baby, when Cleophas went to court later on this week, baby, when I tell you that judge laid into his ass, the judge laid into Cleophas, okay? The judge was like, listen, sir, I wish I could tap on this. I wish I could tap. He said, first of all, you have never had a driver's license in the state of Michigan. That's number Corey. I knew it was a C. Thank you, Corey. So you never had a driver's license in the state of Michigan. Now, I think the language was throwing some people off because people were like, well, how could it be suspended if he never had one? They suspend the privilege, right? If you get behind on child support and the punishment is that you can't get your driver's license, it doesn't matter whether you actually have a driver's license or not. The privilege for you to get a driver's license has been suspended. So if you ever try to Watusi your tail down to the DMV to get a driver's license, it'll show up in the system and it says that you are not eligible because you got to clear up some things with the state, right? So I think some people were getting that. I was reading the comments and people were like, well, how can it be suspended if he never had one? Because the privilege is suspended. The privilege is suspended. Okay. So I think that was throwing some people off when they was, trying to figure out, well, what the judge talking about. Shows your lunch is ready. Y'all, I keep lotion in my car, right? Why I think it ain't no lotion left in here? It's like a little bit. I'm trying to get this last little bit of lotion out of here for my hands. It's a little bit. All right, I guess I'm gonna have to give me another bottle of lotion for the car, child. Because it ain't nothing left in here. You hear me trying to get the last little bit of lotion out of here? It ain't nothing left. Oh, it's a little bit in here. Okay, it's a little bit more in here than what I thought. It just was on the side. Okay. But anyway, I still got to give me another bottle of lotion in here because this about to be out. Another couple of uses and it's about to be a wrap. But anyway, so Corey, Cleophas, Cleopatra Jones, sir, I'm going to need you to stop. And then he messed around and when he went to his arraignment on Wednesday, ended up getting arrested again because he had warrants in another state. So So, sir, stop playing with people. Try to embarrass that judge and make it seem like you knew what you that the judge was wrong. You heard the tap. Okay, good. If he knew that, why he come to us crying about embarrassment, talking about some daggone clerical error? You know what I'm learning, Xavier? I am learning that there are people in this world that feel like if they say it enough times, it's going to miraculously make it true. You know what I mean? Like there are people who are really truly have fooled themselves into feeling like if I say it and I look like I'm telling the truth, that people just gonna be like, oh, okay. I think I don't know what he thought, because that's a good point. I don't know what that man thought. I don't know if he felt like the that his maybe he didn't realize that his hearing was going to be streamed. Like I don't know. I do not know. But what I do know is that was crazy as hell. That he would go on the news and act like the judge was wrong. Child. But yeah, so then he messed around and got arrested again, child. So that's him. So I thought I would come down here and address it. Now let me say this to y'all. A lot has happened this week that I want to talk about, that I feel like I want to just do like a deep dive. So I want to do a Real Housewives of New Jersey deep dive, because a lot has come out this week as it relates to the Real Housewives of New Jersey. We talked about the reunion being canceled, and we sort of had a conversation about the state of reality TV today. But it's deeper than just the state of reality TV. Like New Jersey really got some shit going on with the Real Housewives of New Jersey. I think we have clarity on why the reunion was canceled. I want to talk about that. Somebody sent me a video that was done about Dolores and Paulie. You know, Dolores and Paulie, and why Paulie allegedly maybe really isn't trying to get a divorce from his wife. Allegedly, the business that they have in common is that they own some brothels, honey. Now, let me say this. Y'all know over here at the Really BTV channel, we do not shame sex workers, right? Listen, we do not shame sex work. So if they have a legally, if they run a legal brothel and they are following the rules of whatever jurisdiction that brothel belongs in, I don't care. Like I ain't about to sit here and sex shame nobody, because you know most of us look at porn, right? There would be no porn for people to look at if there was nobody doing porn. It's legal, it's regulated, they pay their taxes, right? Most of us have gone to the script club or know somebody that has gone to the script club, whether it was for a girls' night out, a guys' night out, a bachelorette, bachelor party. Like we looked at Magic Mike, okay? So I'm not about shaming anybody, but we're gonna talk about it. We are going to talk about it, and then we are also going to talk about the news that came out. Yes, we definitely gonna talk about. But remember, Paulie is not from the United States. Paulie is from Ireland, and I don't know what the laws in Ireland are, but Paulie is from Ireland, and I believe his wife does not live in the United States. I believe she lives in another country. So I don't. That's why I said, Xavier, I had to watch the video, because I'm gonna be honest, I haven't watched it yet. I got a synopsis of it, but I haven't watched it yet because it's been a busy week. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm gonna watch it before we do this video. And then we're gonna talk about the Teresa and Jennifer being exposed allegedly out here trying to get super fans to do their dirty work for them. We're gonna talk about that, which is the real reason why I think the reunion was canceled. But we'll get, like I said, we'll dig deep, because this is what I'm gonna say. Because this is what I'm gonna say. And I'm gonna wait for the video because I really do want to dig deep into it. This information is out. Everybody knows about these allegations, whether you believe the allegations or not, whether you think that, whether you are Team Teresa, Team Melissa, or whatever the situation is, the allegations are out there, and this person has dropped receipts. This person has receipts coming from Jennifer Aiden's actual Instagram account, Teresa Giudice's real Instagram account. Like, And they're like, again, I don't know this person to say whether the receipts are valid or not, but they are receipts. There's no way to have a reunion and not ask those questions. And I honestly think Bravo did not want to go there. I just think Bravo didn't want to go there. But we'll get into it. And then this last story that came off, um, as it relates to Louis allegedly getting a loan, and that house that they bought ain't in Teresa's name; it's in only Louis's name. We're gonna get into it. Of course, Louis said it's not true, but we're gonna dig into it. So at some point, we're gonna do a Real Housewives of New Jersey deep dive because so much has come out this week as it relates to the show and possibly why the show is where it is. It's not just because they're not getting along; it's deeper than that. If Paulie is a good Catholic, he doesn't believe in divorce. They'll just live separate lives as a country divorce. Yeah, Candace. And honestly, I really think the only reason why Dolores cares is because of the show. I think Dolores didn't have a storyline, and that was the best thing she got. Because honestly, I think Dolores is happy. I think Dolores is living her best life. She's living in that beautiful townhouse, driving a Bentley. Like, I don't think Dolores is really mad. And I'm not saying it's about the. I'm not saying it's all about um materialism, but I just think she's happy. But again, she has to have a storyline, and I just think that's what it is. Cause she, everybody was interested about who this Paulie was, and Paulie. But I think she is happy living in that man house, living her best life. Like, I really do. I really, really do. I don't think she's all that. I mean, do I think she would marry Polly? Yes. But do I think it's really a make or break for their relationship if Polly doesn't get a divorce? I don't. I really don't. Do I think that she wants to make sure there's some financial things in order? Yeah, I do. I do. But I don't think it's about getting married though. But we'll talk about it. M Love Black. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. So yeah, so we're gonna do a deep dive into that. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something else we're gonna talk about. And I know I gotta finish up OJ Simpson. We got that final episode of OJ Simpson to do. We're gonna wrap OJ Simpson up. I know I keep telling y'all that. And I love y'all and I hope y'all believe me. But my members know how crazy my life has been the last couple of weeks. It's really been, y'all, it has really been hard balancing everything. Balancing work. There's the end of the year. There was a lot of stuff going on at work end of the year, a lot of stuff with my family, and still trying to balance YouTube. It was a lot. And sometimes it's not that I don't want to do the videos. Sometimes I just haven't had time to watch the shows. Like, I just haven't had time to watch the stuff. So please understand. And I appreciate y'all rocking with me and understanding, but we're going to get it done. We're going to get it done. We are. That's a promise. Um, but let me tell y'all but I'm gonna tell y'all what I fell into this week. And I watched the first 1.5 episodes. I think it's 4 episodes altogether. So I watched the first 1.5 episodes. I gotta finish watching the rest of it. Has anybody been following this 7M Sakana Church cult situation? Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Mwah. Thank y'all so much. I was scrolling through the TikTok, minding my business, and all of a sudden, people started talking about this cult, this story, this documentary on. Of course, you did. I knew Xavier had watched it already. This cult down to the what's this thing called? Internet. Lord, why I can't get my words out? With the dancing. So 7M is the management company, right? Um and then is the church. Baby, when I tell y'all I went over to the Netflix and I watched that first episode and a half, I said, what in the hell? Now, I'm going to tell y'all, we're going to do an episode on it, and I'm going to drop the link. I'm going to open up the panel because I'm going to tell y'all I may have an unpopular opinion on this situation. I'm going to wait. Concrete used to dance for Beyonce? Ooh. I might have an unpopular opinion. Now, I'm going to reserve my opinion until I finish watching all 4 episodes. But I'm going to be honest with you. After watching an episode and a half, I might have an unpopular opinion. Well, I think I'm almost done with the second episode, but I kind of started. Y'all know my ADHD. I started tuning out a little bit, so I was like, okay, I was getting tired. Because when did I start watching that? Maybe Tuesday or Wednesday night. Today's Friday, so maybe that was Wednesday night. I watched like the first episode and a half, and I started kind of tuning out. And I was like, okay, I'm not focused as much, so I need to, because I was trying to do some other stuff. It was Wednesday because I was trying to like wash some dishes and I was doing some other stuff, so I wasn't paying as much attention. But baby, my opinion might be a little. Not again. I'm gonna wait till I finish watching all 4 episodes. Watch episode 3. My opinion will change. Okay, all right. Kev on stage and that chick Angel talking about it. Angel did a dance with them in April while she and her friends were out drunk at the bar. Oh wow. We understand you are not obligated to explain everything to us. You get your rest and get what you need to. I'll still be here. I thank y'all and I appreciate that. The only reason why I say is because I know people get tired of me and like, we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it. But baby, when I tell you these last couple of really it's been about the last couple of months. Really it started. Oh, I think that's my sister pulling in now. Yeah, that's my sister pulling in now. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. It really started when my parents got sick in November. Remember, I don't know if y'all remember, both of my parents got COVID at the same time back in November. It was like that first weekend in November. And baby, it has been a roller coaster ride ever since. For like my members know most of it, but y'all still don't even know everything. But baby, and so that's been about 7 or 8 months that has just been back to back to back to back to back to back. And even this week has been crazy because my dad, after his knee surgery, he went to a rehabilitation center, and baby, eyeball had to go up there and blow that place up the other day because baby, oh my gosh, baby, I was so upset. I was about to leave work and drive up there, and I didn't need to leave work and drive up there because I was upset because I had talked to my father and he was upset. And baby, I'm a daddy's girl all day, every day. Please know that. And baby, I was upset, and I had to call my mother. So my mother went up there, and I felt better. I felt better after she went up there. But baby, them nurses was acting stupid, and I was like, please don't make me have to go up there. Okay. If you don't give us videos, we'll just give you the finger, giggle, and keep watching. Thank you, Cajun. But I'm gonna watch. So I'm gonna finish watching that, and we're gonna get to that because I do want to talk about that. And I'm gonna open the panel up. I'll wait and see if my opinion changes after episode 3. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all right now. Where I am, I'm like, don't get me wrong. I think it's I think it's some shit. Don't get me wrong. But I also am side eyeing the parents a little bit. But I'll wait until I watch all 4 episodes. But don't get me wrong, like I do think there's some stuff in the sauce. I do think it's some stuff in the sauce. A daddy's girl, a sugar daddy, and the second lead singer of Destiny's Child. I wish. Give me some of that Destiny's Child money that Matthew stole from them, child. But hey Mims Boo. So that honey, that now here's the other conversation that I wanted to have with y'all. And Mims, it's funny because Mims wrote a comment. I'm glad you're here, man. You dropped out at the right time. Mims wrote a comment over on probably the neighborhood talk or whatever this morning when the story broke. And literally his thoughts mimicked my thoughts. Remember, so we know about what's been going in the world of Bravo all day long is this brawl that happened at the Real Housewives of Atlanta between Kenya Moore, allegedly Kenya Moore, the new girl, down at the Kenya Moore hair care launch, right? They allegedly got into this really nasty altercation where people were threatened with weapons and all kinds of stuff, right? Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. Let me say this to y'all. The Real Housewives of Atlanta season has now been ruined. And I'm going to tell you why it's been ruined. Because what did I just tell y'all when we talked about this earlier in the week? When we talked about this before, I said, when they leak everything before the season. So what we know is that they're filming the Real Housewives of Atlanta. They're not even close to being done with the season. They just started filming a few weeks ago. Now they usually film, depending on the season, depending on the cast, whatever. They film what 4 to 6 months, right, of footage, and then they splice it up, yada yada yada. We already know that Bravo's rotation is a little bit, it's a little long right now. We probably are not going to get this season of the Real Housewives of Atlanta until 2025, unless they, put a rush on it. 2025. So for the next 7 months, 6 to 7 months, everybody is going to be talking about this fight, the altercation, the aftermath, yada, yada, yada. So when the season rolls around, that is all most people are going to care about. So any other storyline, because honestly, we're over Portia and Simon. Aren't we over Portia and Simon at this point? It's the what I so because again, I think we're kind of over the Portia Simon, because I mean now, see, when Portia wasn't responding to Simon, it kind of was like Simon was looking, crazy, because he just kept trying to bait her and she was ignoring him and she was taking the high road. But now that she's responding and they're going back and forth, I'm gonna be honest, I'm over it. I don't care, right? At this point, because the biggest story, the biggest thing that Portia had in her storyline was, why did she finally leave? Like, we all speculated. I mean, she put certain things in her her divorce paperwork, but we hadn't heard Portia tell her story. But now that she's going back and forth with him, now we know. Right? And so I'm gonna be honest with you, most of us don't care, because let's be clear, Portia was an unsympathetic person to begin with. Most people were not sympathetic to Portia's situation because of how most people feel like she got Simon in the first place. Regardless of whether her and Fallon were really friends or it was just a ploy for the storyline, the reality of the situation is most of us were not sympathetic to the fact that they broke up. It's like, oh well, girl, you lose them how you get them, right? Okay, there go my mama. All right, I'm about to wrap this up because everybody here now. So, what I mean, hey, young rich kid, I ain't seen you in a while. What I mean by the season is ruined is what's going to happen when the season starts. The trailer's going to drop, and we're going to all be excited to either confirm whatever we've been speculating on. But everybody is just going to be waiting for the fight. That's all. Nobody's going to care about think about it. Nobody's really going to care about what Drew has going on. Drew has a redemption arc this season. Her and Ralph relationship ending. Drew is out here looking good. Drew got a new show on the Bounce Network. Drew is probably trying to do music or whatever. Nobody's going to care about anything that Drew has going on. Nobody is going to care about anything that Kenya has going on until it gets to this altercation, the alleged altercation. Nobody's going to give a damn about anything Shamia has going on. Not that they probably cared in the begin with, but nobody's going to care about anything Shamia has going on, right? All of the fans are going to care about is the Portia Simon storyline, and now this altercation. So we're going to have, and because production is going to drag it out, we're going to have probably the first 4 episodes that people are going to be like, oh, it was boring. Oh, it was a filler episode. Oh, they didn't talk about anything. Like, we're going to probably get, the first episode is going to probably knock us out the box because it's going to be Portia and it's going to be all great. Then it's going to be 3 episodes of what y'all are going to say is filler. And when I say y'all, I mean the fans, not everybody. But, oh, it's filler, it's filler, it's filler, because everybody's just waiting for Portia and Simon and Kenya and this new girl and see why they arguing, right? That's all that people are going to be waiting for. And they're going to wait until as late in the season, even if they show it out of sequence, they are not going to show us that fight in the first couple of weeks. They're not. That is going to be at the very least maybe in the mid-season to late season. Now, most of us, I can't say every single person. All right, I'm about to get off of here. I can't say every single person, but most of us, that's how it's going to go. So when I say that the Real Housewives of Atlanta has ruined their season, it goes back to what I was just saying to you guys the other day about the Real Housewives of Potomac season with the fight. Because everything had leaked, that's all everybody was waiting for. You know, the shows, when they were able to keep everything somewhat on the DL and people didn't know what was going on until the trailer dropped, people were like, oh, okay, cool. But now that's all we're gonna be waiting for. That's all we're gonna be waiting for. But anyway, y'all, let me get off of here. I'm about to go and hit a dinner. I'll see y'all later on. I'm here. I'll see y'all later on. But we're gonna talk about it. So, Young Rich, you come back around. We're gonna talk about it. Yeah, I know Media Takeout is not the most reliable source, but everybody ain't lying either. All right, y'all, let me go. Bye.